Hello, everybody. Adam here with Gamingtrend one more time, and we're here to talk to Josh, the international brand manager for Brawlhalla. The BCX 2025
Yes.
is happening right in front of us.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I got to see you compete as the play a dev, and I
Yeah.
think you one
Yeah.
loss
I
and
lost
eight
once.
wins.
Yeah. Yeah. It
So
was it
pretty
was tough
impressive.
because yeah, a lot of people here are like way in the like they're deep in the community or like competing, and so I had to try really hard, but only one loss. Only one loss.
Impressive.
Thank
And
you.
multiple like
It was close.
sweeps.
It was close. It was close for a few, but yeah, thank you.
There you go. Well, Brawlhalla has grown so much in the last
Yeah.
10 years. What can you tell me is maybe one of the highlights of the last 10 years for you?
Ooh, that's tricky because there's been a lot of things over the past 10 years that like because I started playing in
Hmm.
2015 and I was hired in
There you
2018,
go.
and so I have like things that I remember the very first World Championship in 2016 and helping run that event, and that was a huge highlight, right? That was the first like real thing that I put like so much effort into like
Nice.
for Brawlhalla. And then after I got hired, I would say I think that one of the biggest highlights was going to E3 2019
Hmm.
and sitting in the theater and seeing our trailer come up on that big screen. That was so cool. I remember I was sitting with one of our animators, Mike, and I look over at him. I'm like, "That's us! You see that? That's us!" So I think those two moments really stick
Hearing
out.
those cheers as your art and your
Oh
characters are
yeah,
on
yeah.
that
The
screen.
animation started, and I'm like, oh my goodness, look at this. Like we worked so hard for this, and here we are. Yeah, yeah,
One of the things that I really have enjoyed throughout the last couple of days here at BCX is the community itself has
Mhm.
been so kind and welcoming.
Yeah,
And you don't always get that. This is a really special event, and people are so dedicated
mm.
to making sure they have their setup correct, making sure that they have their
Yeah,
keyboards
yeah,
and their controllers. And I saw a GameCube controller used
yeah,
yesterday.
yeah.
So it's been pretty impressive. What do you think makes this community so special?
Wow. I mean, so many things. I think for some of the things you talked about, a lot of what Brawlhalla is making sure that the game is really accessible and easy to play, no matter where you are in the world or what platform you have, right? And so I think a lot of that translates into the community because anyone is able to play, which means that's why you saw so many people like configuring,
Yeah.
like their keyboard or the GameCube controller, whatever, because really anyone can play with whatever they have. And so coming to an event like this, like everyone's sort of used to like waiting for someone to set up because who
Hmm.
knows what they're using or what their keybinds are, right? So I think that's a really big part of what makes the community special, and it helps everyone. They're very welcoming. Like there's all
Yeah.
sorts of people around, and no one is really judging anyone. It's just you're here, you're playing Brawlhalla, and I'm going to judge you based off if you beat me or not. Like
There you
that's
go.
really how it is.
There you go. And you've had a large contingent from outside of the United States flying
Yeah.
in for this event. And I know it's the World
Mhm.
Championship, but not always do you get, everybody
Right.
from Norway and Brazil
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
everywhere from that. What, in your opinion, has kept drawing people from all over the globe
Mhm.
to come to these events no matter where they are?
Right. So, I mean, the game's fun, so that
That's
does
fair.
help. But aside from that, we don't have too many events, like in-person events in the year because the game runs really well online.
Yeah.
So, like anyone from anywhere can play with anyone from anywhere. So we only really have like two major touch points. This is our mid-season event in the summer, and then BCX, which is now. And so people see like that's the moment that I can come and like hang out with my friends or see my friends for the first time, and that helps drive them to hang out at the event or compete because like that's the time. Because a lot of these people, it happened with me for my first world championship. Like I met a lot of my friends for the first time like in person at our first world championship,
Mm.
and we see it here often as well, like meeting their friends for the first time like face to face, and that's a really special moment, and I'm really happy that we can have that here at the world
So
championship.
you have a little bit of a unique story coming from a community member
Yeah.
to the staff. What was the feeling going from being
Oh
just
man.
somebody to play
Yeah.
to you're now in charge of things?
It was legitimately a dream come true. Because I was in the community running tournaments and playing the game.
Yeah.
Like I ran like 200 or so tournaments online before I got hired. And
That's a lot.
it was I was doing a lot. All right, I was doing a lot. And then yeah, I still remember like my first day coming to the office and being like, like almost fangirling, like seeing some of the developers that I had looked up to and some of the people that I called my friends, like that were also in the community or just were developers, and we hung out. And like I'm like I'm still thinking about it now, and it still makes me smile, like that I was able to do that and be a part of it. And it was just really special. It felt fantastic, and I feel so lucky every single day, like working with some of my best friends and some of the greatest artists and programmers and people in the world. So the feeling's still, I guess, the same from then, that I just feel very lucky.
That's so amazing. Now, one last question for you. If somebody was coming in for the first time, either they haven't competed before,
Right.
or maybe they are just getting into Brawlhalla for the first time, and they see something from this event that they're like, man, I really want to go next year. What would you suggest to get them to be ready for the first
Right.
competitions and get here next year?
Yeah, so if they're trying to compete, I mean, definitely like practice a lot and play with your friends and play the character that you like and that you feel good in. Don't try to like chase the tier, you know, like don't try to like, oh, they're played by the best, so I'm going to play them. Just pick the character that resonates with you, and that'll help you get better to end up competing. But also, you don't have to be the best to be at the World Championship. It's an open tournament, so anyone can sign up, anyone can come and play. We got a lot of people. It's their first event for Brawlhalla, and maybe they're going 0-2, maybe they're win one set, but like it's all smiles in there. So you really don't have to prepare too much when it comes to competing. You can just show up and have a good time. And then for the expo aspect of it, like all the extra things, I guess just be prepared with like an extra bag to bring home, because there's a lot of things to, like a lot of merch, a lot of stuff to bring home. So yeah, I hope we see more people there next year, because I mean, it's gonna be another one.
You heard them. You got to be here next year and see all the cool things. They've got plushies and sweatpants and hoodies and everything.
Yes.
So you'll have to come get it next year. Josh, thank you so much for
Of
your
course,
time.
thank you.